And good afternoon, Wildcat fans, and welcome out to Fort Worth, Texas. Just waiting on the feed here to come to us, so we'll talk to you about the pregame so you're not really worried about what's going on. We are here in Crowley Independent School District Stadium. They call it Funky Town. I don't know why, but needless to say, we're close to Fort Worth and Dallas in that area. Come over to Dallas, and down below that is where we are getting set to come out. The Wildcats have made their way out onto the field, and again, bear with us. The video feed will start in about 6 or 7 minutes, so hang in there for that. We are high atop, they call it Crowley Independent School District. This is actually where the high school plays their games, so we're still in the pregame, about 7 or 8 minutes away from the start of the game. They're bringing out the different flags, and they'll start with an anthem and such as that. Captains are getting ready to make their way out onto the field, and we'll look at the captains first for Texas Wesleyan. Texas West, they like to call him here. It is number 9, Cole Francis. He is the quarterback. Number 55 is center Pola New. Number 2 is Dalen Rogers. He is the defensive back. And number 90 is defensive lineman Daniel Abogan. He is a senior, 6'1", 270. We'll turn it over and see if you pick up the national anthem on here.
And the national anthem from our distinguished guests of Northside High School. Dear Heavenly Father, as summer begins to turn to fall, we thank you for this beautiful world that you have created. We thank you for both universities, their leaders, students, alumni, families, and friends. Watch over both universities tonight, keeping all safe from harm and injury. May the play of this contest be fair and sportsmanlike. And when tonight's contest is over, please watch over all of us as we travel home. In the name of our Heavenly Father, amen.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of our national colors. Today's national colors are presented by the Young Men's Leadership Academy Army Junior ROTC Color Guard. The YMLA Army Junior ROTC is under the direction of Command Sergeant Major Oliver. As part of tonight's pregame presentation, we are proud to celebrate Hispanic heritage. Please join us in honoring the rich culture and contributions of the Hispanic community as we showcase vibrant display of country flags. These flags are carried by representatives from our university's bilingual education, student organization, and Latin student association. And now for the playing of our national anthem as we honor America. Our guest, the Mariachi Band.
There you have a great edition of our national anthem, and they'll get set to get things going here momentarily. Again, I am Doug Gam with 446 Sports. Delighted to bring you this one. We'll have our video feed on in just a moment, so hang in there. They'll start that video feed right at 4 o'clock. This game was scheduled for 2 o'clock, but has moved back to 4. And so we'll step aside and get ready for today's contest.
For today's ceremonial coin toss, representing the Wildcats of Louisiana.
And good afternoon once again. They're getting ready for the coin toss in this afternoon's contest. LC has won the toss and have elected to take the football in this one. Again, the Cats will go from right to left in this. Again, a little bit jumpy on the feed that is coming up to here in the press box, but we'll keep you up to breast on all of that. Cats, again, will go right to left. Darrell Walden will normally be the return man, and we'll see him make his way out there with number 27, Ashantis Brooks. Brooks had a big game last week in that game, ran the ball for 117 yards in that one. So we are here, Cats in their white road jerseys with the red, white, and blue, or the orange and blue trim. Texas Wesleyan, the Rams, are in all gold with black trim and black helmets. They will kick from left to right. You see them teeing up, getting ready. That is Freddie Hoya that will kick things off. Hoya, J-O-Y-A, you see from right there, will put a foot into it momentarily. Again, I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports, live from Crowley, Texas, here just on the outskirts of Fort Worth. A lot of people still call it Fort Worth. Here in the stadium, they call it Funky Town. So we're just ready to get this thing going. Again, it's just a couple of minutes delayed. Looks like the ref is starting to bring the football out. And we'll get this underway. Appreciate all of you Wildcat fans that have joined us and around the country on YouTube and Facebook and X and wherever you might be. They have a good shot of the tee out here today. Still waiting on the official to bring the football in. And just momentarily we'll get this thing going.
On the return for the Wildcats, number 27, Ashantis Brooks. number 6, Jakarin Parks. First and 10, LCU.
You get a good look at the cheer ball going down, and we're getting set to get this thing going.
The quarterback for the Wildcats.
Hoyer looks back at the official, checks things, and is ready to get this going here.
Edward Scott Jr. Tackled by number 8, Sir Hill. Second down.
Puts a foot into it, and here we go. And that one is headed back towards Ashantis Brooks. He'll have it at the 5. Going to make his way out past the 20 into the 25. Good return. And the Wildcats will have it first down and 10 from the 32-yard line. You'll bring out Bryce Perkins and company. You see E.J. Scott is back in the starting lineup, so that's good to see. Missed the last game on there.
Number 17, Jaden Wells. That's good for a Wildcat.
Cats come up ready to go. You see Datelin Cunningham in the backfield with Bryce Perkins. A quick little inside handoff, touch pass to E.J. Scott. He'll have his first reception on his first entrance into the game. And the Cats will be up and going from there. Perkins looks over things. He's going to give the ball, it looks like, or no.
Pass complete to number 85, Brandon Hawkins. Tackle by number 1, Jaden Jones. 13-yard gain for the Wildcats.
A little bit of buffering on our side of it there.
Edward Scott Jr. on the catch. Flag on the play.
Holding. Offense, number 66. 10-yard penalty remains. First down.
Looks like they're having trouble with their feed getting through.
Big tackle in the backfield. Number 90, Daniel Oyboygan. Second and long for the Wildcats. Flag on the play.
Offside. Defense, number 12. 5-yard penalty remains.
don't know. Looks like LCU says they caught that football. Thankfully, we have pretty much the perfect angle to maybe see. We go back. I'm not 100% sure if that ball was caught or not. Ooh, might have been. Oh, yeah, that's close.
They ruled that it was caught. Good coverage by the Rams. Jarvis Solomon, our player of the week last week for the Rams. Inside handoff and shredding his way through the Rams front line. Cunningham with the carry. He picks up 3. Beasley on the stop. It is 3rd and 7. They're in a hurry up.
I guess I got somewhere to be. Maybe a hot date down at the Stockyards or Sundance Square.
They're jumping on the bus and
Cats are looking at a very solid drive here again. Sorry about the problems. There's a quick toss over to Hawkins. Hawkins got it. He's going to dive into the end zone. And tremendous work there by number 85, Brennan Hawkins. And he's in for a Wildcat touchdown. That is his first touchdown of the season. Good-looking drive for the Wildcats. We'll recap that for you after this Levi Hilborn field goal attempt. But you'll get to look at it again as Perkins surveys the situation. Toss over to Brennan Hawkins. He does the rest, makes a man miss. That was out on coverage, and a mismatch was there. Jarvis Solomon, the freshman, 5'10", 165, no match for Brennan Hawkins, and he is in for the Wildcat touchdown. Hilborn adds the extra point. We'll be back right after this.
Your property demands equipment with more reliability built in. Kubota equipment. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
Find a dealer near you at Louisiana.
And back to work we go. LCU leads this one 7-0. We'll take a look one more time at that Bryce Perkins to Brennan Hawkins touchdown. Potential player of the potential Southern Air Cool play of the game. That'll certainly make the top 10 highlight reel. Where will it be on there? I don't know. You'll have to tune in on Monday and see where that is at. We'll recap that drive for you momentarily. But it started out way back at the LCU 20-yard line. Waiting to get this thing set back up. Now the Cats defense is going to have to come out and make a statement. They have played well the last few games, and they've got to avoid any sort of chaos on there and just play good defense.
John Smith on the return for the Rams.
And you see the return team starting to make their way out. Cats kicking unit led by, see if I can get a look at him. We're way up here. And they rotate a lot between Baker and Hilborn, so we'll see who comes out with it. That's about as good of a drive as it is Levi Hilborn. that is out, set to kick this off. You know, the Cats, when they came up, took the ball on the coin toss, and a lot of times you'll see a defer. That's one of the questions that we'll talk to Coach Ben about. What did he see that was in there?
Receiving team number 80. 15-yard penalty. Brings up first down.
And so there's a kick. Looking at a big return out to the far side. Got a chance. There's going to be one man to beat, having to get over there and make that tackle, and it is done. But a penalty flag on the play, so we'll take a look at that. Recapping that scoring drive for you. 80-yard drive, 7 plays. Cole Francis will bring the offensive unit out for this Texas West Rams team. See, the face mask at the very end of the play actually pulled the helmet off. And we'll see if that's indeed the call.
Second and 7.
Going over to discuss it and kind of talk about where it was, where the play is going to be called from.
Touchdown, Rams.
They will, so that will back it up to about the 35-yard line. Cole Francis and that group on their first play from scrimmage here. There you get a look at the junior quarterback. Handoff goes up the middle. That's Mark Benjamin that will get the carry. And second down now coming up. Boy, our feed picks up a lot of commercials that they have in there that's coming in, but we appreciate them bringing that into us so that it is more than just the iPad view for you. There's motion back out of the backfield. Oh, it's caught, and he's got a lot of running room. He's to the 40, now 30. He's going to go to the house. Possible block in the back, but nothing called, and Benjamin will go out from 65 yards out. Score that a 65-yard touchdown reception from Cole Francis, and boy, you talk about a big, long, sustained drive by the Wildcats, and then quickly, just like that, Texas West strikes right back. So the Cats will get back out there offensively. They'll take a break momentarily, we believe, but you're looking at the extra point coming. Kick is up, and it is good, and we're knotted at 7. There you're getting a look at him just tiptoe right down the lineup, right down the sideline.
First and 10 for the Wildcats at the 28.
Ashantis Brooks will be back deep to receive when they get out of this commercial, and we'll be back with you momentarily. And back to action we go. Setting up to put a foot into it once again is Freddie Hoya. This is his second kickoff of the game. Does so, and it looks like it's going back by way of Ashantis Brooks, who will have it. He comes up at the 10 now to the 20. Makes a good return back to the 28-yard line. And that is where they will start off from the 32-yard line, it looks like. We'll see if the Cats can put another long scoring drive together on that one. Perkins and company come back out again, and boy, you'd like to get EJ involved in this game early after being out from a game. Cats started there on 28-yard line. Snap is back, a little bit of a play action. Perkins rolling to the right, dumps it off. That is incomplete to the far side. Good coverage on the far side by number 37. That is their DB, Jewett Hill. And that'll bring up second down. Two receivers to the top now. No play action, just a straight ball. Oh, Perkins is going over the top. He's got a wide open E.J. Scott, catches it at the 45. E.J. makes a move, and he's going to sprint to the house. He's got somebody closing in on him. Going to dive forward, does E.J. Scott, and that is a touchdown, E.J. Scott. Touchdown, Wildcats. Oh, goodness. That's the kind of big play that you need to answer that big play strike. And E.J. Scott, welcome back. He's got a couple of catches, and that one touchdown. Wow, what a big play here. You look at it again on your screen there. EJ was wide open and don't know how. You let him just ran around, turned around the defender in coverage, Dalen Rogers, and is going to take that one to the house. You see it there. PAT from Hilburn is pending. Snap back, kick is up, and it is good. And we're Cats back on top, 14-7, 9 minutes to go in this one. We'll be right back. And we're back just as the kickoff is taken a couple of yards deep in the end zone. We'll see if there's better coverage, and in fact there is. That's good time work. And Texas Wesleyan will now start from their 23-yard line on what is their second drive. So 3 drives in this game and 3 scores, 2 for the Cats, 1 for the Rams of Texas Wesleyan. And the Cats really need this one. Both teams undefeated in conference play. And they'll get things going here. Cats defense makes their way out after some discussion with the coaches there. First down and 10 now from the 23-yard line is where Texas Wesleyan will start this thing off. Snap is back. Play action just off the hands of Paul Summers, the intended receiver. And I think that throw was just a little bit ahead of him. And that'll bring up second down and 10 from the 23-yard line. And they'll line up here now. Second down and 10 to go. Ball from the 23. Good penetration handoff in the backfield on the Cats defense. Hanging on until the cavalry comes, and that is going to wrap it up. But good-looking work there by the Wildcats. Brandon Johnson the second. You'll watch it again on your replay there. And there you see the folks just pile on and come in there and do that. Great work. Nate Sullivan there just hanging on also. And so back to pass. That one is up and just a little bit too tall as well, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So good job cashing in on the money down for the Wildcats, and they have forced the first punt of the game here some 7 minutes into this thing. We'll get that Wildcat offense back out there. And see what they're able to do.
In other news, Texas residents are going to be happy to hear this.
Cunningham on the carry.
Back to kick this one away. That one is up, and it is away. And it is handled there at the 38-yard line, trying to stand up. And that was Walden on the return. He's got it out to the 39-yard line where the Cats will have it 1st down and 10. See that one just on the outstretched hands there of Xavier Butler. A lot of technical difficulties over here for you today. That feed that we're receiving in from them has just been hectic with us all day. So those that are watching, we ask you to bear in there with us. Back to pass now is Perkins. He's rolling out to the right side. Looks like he's going to tuck this and run. And, boy, he is hit hard at the 46-yard line. And great job of tucking that down and running for Perkins. But, boy, was he met hard at the end of that. And we'll see what the Cats do on 4th down. Checking out our Facebook feed, and yeah, we see that. And Gators, so that's right. Okay, number 41, that's right. Brenda Scott is watching from Compton, California. She says, let's go number 4. That is E.J. Scott. Had that big, long touchdown reception. The Cats take a timeout. We'll step aside with them. Getting ready to make their way back out there. It looks like the Cats are going to send the punt team back out onto the field today. Again, if you have not liked or subscribed, go ahead and leave a like on there for us if you would, and leave a comment where you're listening from. We try to keep up with the YouTube ones, and yes, we know there are a lot of issues on this one today, but we're at the mercy of the folks here having to take their feed in, and so we're just battling to get you this game called to you as best we can. Right now, the Cats lead at 14-7. And Cats will send out the punt team on here. So after 3 straight scores on possessions, it's back-to-back punts between LCU and Texas Wesleyan. 6:45 remaining here in the first. Snap is back there, and it gets away by Baker. Good kick. It's going to check up and bounce around at the 15-yard line. Now moves back towards the Cats, but they'll check it down. Does Brennan Hawkins. Doing a little bit of everything today is Hawkins. And so that is where Texas Wesleyan will have it. The Rams come out with what is their third possession, and they'll scrimmage from the 17-yard line. And set up now to get things going at the 17-yard line. Cole Francis back to pass. Thinks about tucking that. Boy, good movement. Some pressure coming from the Cats. We'll dump that off, and it's a great completion, but that was kept alive by the feet of Cole Francis, and he's got it out to the 30-yard line where it'll be first down and 10 for Tex West. Big shout out to some folks that are around and watching us on there. Gavin Lilly's mom is watching. Great to see that. So we'll see if the Cats are able to thwart what is the second drive of the third drive of the game for Texas Wesleyan. They'll have it. Pretty good field position now as they're making their way down the field. Francis is going to bring a man in motion there from the 35, and that's a swing out of the backfield to Summers. Paul Summers is the 1-0, and he's got a lot of room. Oh, the turf monster got him there down to the 38-yard line, but deep in Wildcat territory. And this Texas Wesleyan team is picking up where they were on that first drive. Here you'll see again that big pass that is out to Summers just out of the backfield, and that's a good block to spring him a little bit there. Brandon Johnson, a second, had an opportunity, but a good block was able to spring Summers, and then you see him at the end of the play just fall to the turf right there. So first down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Francis and company has it. Francis now with the handoff. That is back to Mark Benjamin. Benjamin now to the near side making some moves. He's going to be tackled at the 32-yard line.
As a complete flag on the play.
So they'll go here, second down and 2, 4:13 remaining here in the first. Looked like a little bit of a flinch, but nothing called there. Back to pass again, and got a man wide open down the line, and it is complete out to the 11-yard line before he's driven out of bounds. That one is Cameron Smith on the reception there. First down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Cole Francis surveying the Wildcats defense, trying to pay off this very good drive that started back at the 30. Play action there, going to the end zone. Incomplete. Oh, but here comes a flag, and there's going to be pass interference, it looks like, called against the Wildcats. Probably in the end zone. Ball is going to be placed, it looks like, at the 2-yard line. And indeed, it is to the 2-yard line here where the Rams will have it, looking to finish off this drive and tie it up. The Cats lead this one 14-7 on a couple of big plays. Francis with the I formation brings a man in motion. He had the big catch earlier. It goes back the other way. And now going the inside handoff, and that is Cameron Smith. That's the man that they brought in motion. He goes back all the way across the field, and that little end-around reverse touchdown is good. Touchdown Rams, and they are a point away from tying this thing up. On for the PAT to tie this thing up. They are looking to do it. That is Freddie Hoya that is on for the extra point. Snap back, kick is up, and it is good. 14 apiece. It is a battle here in the first with about 3:45 to go in this one. 3:33 officially. We'll be back right after this. Back here we go, and the Cats will take over there following that kickoff. 14-14. We'll see how the Cats enter. 3:26 to go in the first in what has been just an explosive first period of play, and I don't expect things to slow down any between these two teams. This looks like the good old days when the Cats were in D3 and they would go just up and down the field. Bryce Perkins has Datelin Cunningham in the backfield with him. One receiver to the top, one to the near side. Again, I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports, bringing you Wildcat football all season long. That is Cunningham that's got it. Cunningham with a good move out past the 30. He's going to have a first down carry here out to the 35-yard line. Good piece of running by Datelin Cunningham there. And they will hurry to the line. Not as quick as normal. Cats have seen something over the top that they like, but they are continuing to work away with Datelin Cunningham. But Perkins has really done a good job of mixing the run and pass in this ball game. You see Perkins and Datelin there. Play action this time. Oh, he's going forward here. Just out of the hands. Boy, a good look for Omar Davis, but unable to get there, and Davis will pick the ball up and head on back. Kenneth Jefferson says, let's go. Kennison OL, he's offensive lineman number 52, indeed, from your dad, Kenneth Sr., so there you go. We will see. Bringing man just across the line, maybe to give a little bit of an extra blocker. A lot of times they'll move that guy over, and now they switch back into a left flank position there as Cunningham comes off to the left side. Snap is back there. Play action to him. Oh, he's going back up top again, and EJ's got a step. Oh, EJ Scott with a beautiful catch out to the 30-yard line. EJ Scott, welcome back. And look back at it one more time. Just a, quick play action, and then EJ calls in separation. Gets just ahead, but Perkins puts the ball right in his hands. That was a run before they got out of the of the instant replay to Dayton Cunningham, and he's going to, looks like, lose a yard on the play. Steady dose of Dayton Cunningham and E.J. Scott and Omar and Brennan Hawkins, and this offense working. That one is complete to E.J., but a flag is down, so we'll see what that is. Not many penalties in there, but one against the Cats there. Looks like it's going to back it up a good bit. 5-yard penalty, and they will replay the down. 1:41 to go. You see that on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down at the bottom.
Personal foul, face mask.
So the Cats set back up after that penalty on, should be 3rd down and 10 is what it looks like. They'll replay. So 2nd down and 7 is what they have. Cat scrimmage from the 28, looking to add back to the lead. Dayton to the near side. Boy, he has no room to go anywhere, and he is tackled there. That's Jakari Parks that comes up and makes that tackle, but a flag on the play, and it looked like towards the end of the play there may have been a personal foul. We'll check on it and see. And indeed, it is a personal foul against the defense. And so that's going to be a 1st down. 1st down for the Wildcats as they are marching now in here trying to answer this drive. It's just a back and forth game in this. Maybe one of those who has the ball left. Quick pass over the top, looking in the corner. Unable to get there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Good coverage back in the backfield. That is number 5, it looks like, that is there. That was intended for Omar Davis, but Jaden Fisher comes up in defense. No, correction, that's number 6. It looks like the jerseys are shrink up, but that's Jakyron Parks. Jakyron Parks there. That's a direct snap to Jackson. Jackson's got that one up the middle. He's only going to get a yard or two, but moving and shaking things up a little bit. So the Cats, again, trying to pay this deep drive off. Yeah, rolling that one dumped out of the backfield to Cunningham. He's trying to come back to the inside and get it, and gets down to the 9-yard line. There you see it. 17 seconds to go here in a quickly moving, well, not quickly, play back, but it looks like that one is blown dead prior to, and it may be offsides, and that's going to move the ball up 5 yards. It'll be very close to a 1st down. Don't know where they'll mark it. They said 1st down there, the result, but I don't think that makes it all of the way. If it indeed is short, and I think it is, yeah, it's going to be 4th down. They'll run the clock, and we'll get out of this first quarter. It'll be tied at 14 apiece. That will do it. They'll start the clock. As you see the signal, you see the Wildcats starting to move over towards the sideline on there where it's going to bring up 4th down. So they'll run the clock, but let's get it officially. There it is. And as soon as they mark the ball ready, he'll start the clock. And that'll wind down the final 3 seconds. So that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. It's been an exciting one. Boy, if the next three are anything like this, you better buckle in. It's going to be a good one. We'll be back. Second quarter action coming up right after this. And we're back, and it looks like as Destiny chimes in, Miss Destiny chimes in, something about that bearded OC. Well, he and Coach Ben McLaughlin are set to go for it here on 4th down and a yard, and I think this is when you just pound the ball. You give it to Datelin Cunningham. In fact, they do. On 4th and 1, Datelin's met at the line of scrimmage, going to fall forward, and he's going to have the first down, so that's going to reset it. So, yes, Miss Destiny, maybe a little biased, but Coach York and Coach Ben certainly getting things going there on that 4th down play, and it's going to bring up a new set of downs. First down and goal for the Wildcats, looking to start this second quarter off with a touchdown. Why not give it back to Datelin Cunningham into the end zone? Touchdown, Datelin Cunningham. Touchdown, Wildcats. So the Cats back on top. They lead it now 20-14 with the PAT pending. We'll step aside while they get that PAT. Now let's look at it here. You see Perkins just look there. Datelin's so focused, and he gets behind Lilly, who just bulls a hole into the end zone and that's a great look at it there. Behind Gavin Lilly, setting the tone for him on that pull. Looked like they pulled both guys over there, but it is a touchdown. And there you see Levi Hilborn set to add the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. Cats back on top by 7, 21-14. We'll be back right after this. Back to kick things off now are the Wildcats. Levi Hilburn set to put a foot into this one and hammers this one back. Well, that's a good kick. Going to go into the end zone, and that will be a touchback. Now it's up to the Cats defense to respond. Their offense is rolling in this one. But it has just been back and forth in this game. Hope you took the over in it because there's a lot of points in this one. 35 points in this one, just 27 seconds into it. We'll see if Cole Francis and company can answer from Texas Wesleyan. They're in their yellow jerseys, gold if you will, black trim on it. First down and 10 from the 25, back to pass. Oh, got a man in the seam wide open. Sullivan stumbles down, unable to keep up with him, and he's going to go to the house on there. Goodness gracious. That is big, big time work on that touchdown pass. 65 yards. And they're going crazy here at Texas Wesleyan. There you see it again, and he's just off and running. Set for the PAT. Joy has been good throughout the day. Freddie Hoya kick is up, and it's good. 21-21, just like that. We'll be back. Back after the commercial break, set to kick this thing off, and my goodness, 21-21. We'll have some stats coming up for you at halftime, of course. But we'll see how the Cats are able to answer the answer that was to the answer the previous two answers. So goodness gracious. Wildcat offense doing it big. Cats defense is going to have to pick up and find an answer to it. But, you know, we told you in the pregame, and when we talked to Coach Ben, and you saw that interview posted earlier, is that these two teams are eerily similar in the way that they play. Hoya set to put a foot into this one. And we'll see what the Cats are able to do with it. Don't expect an onside kick this early or at all in this ball game, but you never know. Cats rolled one up last week and in that Fort Lauderdale win. Cats 4-2 on the season, 3-0 in conference play. This is a huge, huge step towards conference work. And I'm telling you, Cunningham was off a week ago, and Ashantis Brooks came in and ran the ball well. We've seen he and Datelin carry things off. That one goes back into the end zone. Speaking of Brooks, you see him there on your screen. There's another look back at that touchdown, and he was off into the races. Goodness gracious. So the Cats will have it. First down and 10. Back to pass now. It is too tall to call over the head of the intended receiver, and so it'll bring up second down.
Number 27, Ashantis Brooks on the carry.
Second down and 10 now. Brooks is in the backfield, as a matter of fact. He gets the ball, going to step back to the inside, stays on his feet, rumbles around, and that's going to be good for a Wildcat first down. So good work just on cue, Ashantis Brooks. The run there is only going to get him a 1. That's Perkins, who had to tuck that one down and slid, and certainly thought better of going any further on it. And we'll see what happens here. That's going to come to the near side, banging around out near a first down, but is going to be shy of it by about a yard is Brooks, and that'll bring up third down and 1. Handoff there you see spinning around. Again, leaves him about a yard shy of it. It should be third down and 1 now. Cats offense has been clicking. Defense is going to need to pick it up a little bit. And they'll send in, it looks like, the jumbo package here on fourth down. So after missing it, Coach York, Coach Ben, going to roll the dice here out near midfield and go for it on fourth and less than a yard. And why not? Boy, that Rams defense stacked in. Play action, the pass over to Omar, banged around, good coverage. That's going to be a turnover on down. So it'll be a fresh set of downs now for the Rams, and they'll be out at the LCU 47-yard line when we switch things around. There you get a good look at the play action, and just blanketed, no separation at all was Omar able to get, and it'll be first and 10 for Texas West. So Texas Wesleyan's defense makes the first big stand in this one. They get a turnover on downs. Both teams had forced a couple of punts. Back to pass now. Going to the near side. That one's going to be out of bounds and incomplete. Francis unable to get that one in. It was intended on the outside of number 80, who was the one, and I don't have him on my roster. We'll see if we're able to get a number. That's Sean Smith, the freshman wide receiver, is who that is. So second down and 10. From the 37-yard line. Handoff there up the middle. And the Cats are good stop for them there. Francis looking over the defense there, surveying, seeing what he's got. Handoff is going to be there, and a good-looking stop up the middle. The Cats dangerously close to perhaps giving up their first lead of this one. It is second down and 9. Defense has got to bend their backs here and bow up a little bit.
Loss of a yard, second and goal.
Second down and 9 after a pickup of just a yard. Francis now back to pass on the play action. He's going to step up in the pocket, though. Got a man wide open. That is complete to the 10. Got to make a tackle, and they do stop him shy of the goal line. But that's a big catch from Parker Gleaton, the 6'4", 225 sophomore tight end. There you look at it once again. Just a play action. Steps up in the pocket. I think that's what brings up the defender. But just a perfectly thrown ball out to Gleaton, and that's going to be first down and goal. So now things getting really serious down here. Quickly first and goal from the 2-yard line, it looks like. Handoff is there. The Cats are going to make a stop, and that may be loss of a yard. So we'll move it back a yard, make it 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line. Looks like just one receiver to the top, so really a power formation. Expect them to run the ball. High snap. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Cole Francis is into the end zone. That's his first touchdown of the day. And so they take the first lead of the day, does Texas Wesleyan. PAT is pending now. You'll get a look at Francis on the designed quarterback run. There you look at snap, and he had the opportunity for the option, but just saw what was going on and just took it right up the middle, and that is a touchdown. PAT is pending. Extra point is up, and it's good. 28-21. Rams take their first lead of the game. Cats go for it on 4th down, and it doesn't happen. Quick, easy drive for the Rams. We'll be back right after this. Setting up to kick this thing off. That is Freddie Hoya. That'll make his way back in there. Set to kick it off. Made a good return or a big run back here by the Cats. Kickoff is there. We'll get neither as that one goes back into the end zone for a touchback, and the Cats will start out at the 25-yard line. Drive stalled out around the 46-yard line that time on turnover on downs, and that's about the only miscue for the Cats today, is that offense has been firing on all cylinders on there. Perkins and company will make their way back out onto the field. That is Ashantis Brooks that is out there again at running back. And it was the legs of Cole Francis that did it the last time. We'll see what Perkins does. Perkins has been pretty solid running the football this year as well. Snap is back. It's going to be a toss to Brooks to the near side, and he's dropped in the backfield. Cats have done well running the football, dumping it off short, throwing it deep. Have had a lot of success offensively here. Now Perkins, there's that toss, a look back at the sweep, and he was just caught up in the backfield defensively by number 0, Jaylon Beasley. Cats were out at midfield early. Oh, that's a good pass out on the corner. Is complete there. That is Omar Davis, who had some shifty running right at the end of it. Cats come tempo to the line. Davis now comes inside just a little bit. E.J. Scott is in the slot there. Snap is back. Perkins is going to take off right. No, he pulls back at the line of scrimmage and dumped that off. It's going to be a first down out to the 43. Pass complete out on the far side. And the Wildcats have a little something going here. First down and 10 now for the Wildcats. Quick hitter over there. That's EJ who's got it out. Going to be out to the 50-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 4 now. Perkins calls for it there, hand off the middle, and absolutely nothing. So that was second. That'll bring up third down. Cats need to convert out here. They're out at midfield again. This is kind of where they bogged it down. Have to get to the 46-yard line for a first down. Third down and 3, call it. They think about it, Perkins. We'll look over there and check with the offensive coaches. Gives a couple of signals now and is ready to go as the clock is running down. 7:17 to go here. Snap throw going back to Omar, who's got to come back for it and is unable to. And, man, that's going to bring up another decision here on fourth down. Will the Cats roll the dice again? We'll see here momentarily. Out here at midfield, I just think you do. A lot of field, a lot of room to work with. Now you see Omar trying to come back, but they have covered up Omar very well. That was great coverage defensively by number 1. And Cats are going to take a timeout and talk about it. We'll take it with them. I'll be right back. We're back here getting ready for this fourth down opportunity. Cats really need to convert this one here. All right, fourth down and 3. Cats, boy, this is their second straight fourth down out near midfield. Bryce looks over things, calls for the ball, and it's going to go to Dayton. Now he stopped in the backfield. But, boy, chippiness on this near side. I don't know if you're seeing that around the 45-yard line, but things getting chippy. Looked like there was a couple of punches thrown. These are post-possession fouls, we believe. It was number 0 defensively. It looked like that were banging around out there, and I didn't catch who it was for the Cats, but appears it'll be the turnover on downs. And those penalties, if you look at it, what they normally call right there, should offset in this one. But, boy, things got a little choppy there. The White Hat and his officials will figure it out. And that is unsportsmanlike conduct on both. They're lucky that they weren't ejected in that ball game, too, because there was some punches that were thrown. They offset, and that'll be the first one, though, and there will be opportunities if things go the other way. But, yeah, that was kind of tough over there. But that's, needless to say, a turnover on downs once again, and the Texas Wesleyan Rams will have it. And they have just been going downfield at will. We'll see what that Cats defense. And there's that group of cheerleaders that made their way up from LCU. Had lunch, and looks like the Wildcats in timeout over there. So that's no good. First down and 10 for Texas Wesleyan out near midfield. They sit at the 49-yard line. Back to pass, all that little play action pass going over the top and just throws that one out of bounds. Voorhees back there, David Voorhees the third. Good to see him out on the field too. There were some questions about him being able to play today. And so good looking work there on first down. It'll be second down and 10.
Number 88, Cameron Smith.
Back here going to throw again. Unable to connect. Good looking work there defensively. For the Wildcats, that was Lyric Hawkins that makes that play.
Offense number 11. 5 yards.
Back to work. That Cats defense goes. So third down and 10. Third down and 10 from near midfield go the Rams. Good pressure, but able to escape. And look at that right there, complete out to the 35-yard line. But it looks... Well, what a big time work keeping that play alive in the backfield. Doing good work is Cole Francis. So they'll have it first down and 10 now from the 36-yard line. Looks like false start on that one, so that'll make it first down and 15. First down and 15 now. So the Cats have had 3 good plays in a row. First down and 15 following the penalty. Sends a man in motion. And that is complete to the near side. It looks like it's going to be a pickup of 7. We'll make it second down and 8. That was complete to number 7, Paul Summers. Summers has had a pretty good game. You see Summers there on that instant replay. Second down and 8. Francis again back to pass. Going down the seam. Got a man open. It's going to be first and goal again inside the 10-yard line. And they call it Funky Town here. They are playing pretty solidly. The last couple of defensive stops and then now working their way down the field. That one is complete out of the backfield to Mark Benjamin for the first down. And again, first down and goal from the 8-yard line. Cats need one of those stops that they've had. Got to keep it close here. There's a shot to the far side of the end zone, incomplete. And it will be second down now and 8 to go. Well, the Cats need some sort of a stop here. High snap, but corralled there. Here comes pressure. It's going to come up, trying to get up. Boy, it looks like a little bit of a hold there, but going to be tackled down. Great job of getting off the block and making the tackle on the far side for the Wildcats is Nate Sullivan. That'll make it third down and goal from the 2-yard line. So great job of Sullivan to fight off the block. and get that. And, well, if they can get a stop right here, it will hold them to a field goal attempt. Handoff there, trying to jump over the pile from the 2-yard line, but not having it, and he'll be down forward progress. And so good job by the Wildcat defense, and it will be 4th down and goal from the 2. And we expect that Hoya will come out for the short chip shot field goal. You'll see the instant replay there. Benjamin tries to hop over the line, but he was caught right there in the middle. And look, lucky that wasn't Jordan Oglesby that was there. As you saw what Jordan did a week ago, Jordan was in there by him, wanted a little bit more of that, but a good job by the Cats defense. And this is a 21-yard field goal attempt off the leg of Freddie Hoya, trying to make it a 2-score lead here for Tex West. Kick is up, and it is, in fact, good. That is 31-21. Cats have given up 10 straight following the back-to-back 4th down turnovers on down. We'll be back right after this to see if the Cats offense can get things cranked up. Back here to Crowley ISD Stadium. This is a beautiful place, home of the state champions from 2003 and 2024, the Crowley Wildcats. That kick is back and will go into the end zone. Cats will go back to work, 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line. And to say that this is a drive that they have to get points on is an understatement. Cats have given up, I guess actually they've given up 17 straight following this, as it was 21-14 at one point. So that we'll see what the Cats can do on here. They've got 2 receivers to the top stacked there. They like to run this with Omar and Darius. They'll come back here, and Perkins is going to be sacked. He'll be back to the 23-yard line.
1st down for the Wildcats, near midfield.
So the Cats will have a 2nd down and 12. Need some points on this drive.
Flag.
2nd down and 12 now following that sack. So we'll see what the Cats are able to do. Look like they stacked those 2 receivers up. That's when they come out of that. So they'll start EJ in the slot on this one. Omar out by himself, so not stacked. Back to pass. That is going up to Omar, and Omar's got it. He's going to spin around like he does. He's going to be about a yard shy. And there you see the bearded Coach York getting into the game there. 3rd down now. 3rd down now and 1, and that one's over to EJ, and he's going to have the 1st down out of bounds at the, let's see where they mark him, 44-yard line. So the Cats on the move here. 1st down and 10 now from the 45-yard line. Back to pass as Perkins going to Xavion Butler over the top, and X is not going to have it. But here comes a flag down at the end. Looks like it's going to be either defensive pass interference or holding. Needless to say, it is against the Rams defense. And you get a look at it again on your screen. And that looks to be more in the line of defensive holding than pass interference. So we'll see what the call is. They're nearing that 2-minute timeout. 2:40 or so, 2:50. Holding against the defense is the call. That's going to be a first down. So that'll move the Cats to the plus 45-yard line. Here they trail this one by 10, 31-21, and we're not even at halftime yet.
Performances by our goal line dancers at the Northside High School. That's West in Atlanta will perform.
Back to pass, and there's a little backwards throw, and boy, that just did not go. I think they were probably setting up EJ maybe to throw it on there, but that throwback, usually when you see one thrown back that far, it's with the intention of a pass. There's that little fake handoff, and then to the near side to EJ, and no, he wasn't set to throw it. They just thought they were going to spring that out of there, and now that's going to make it 2nd down and 19, it looks like. And that's going to get us down to the 2-minute timeout. So we'll take it with them and be right back. Cats trail this one 31-21, but they're on the move here when we come back. Back following the 2-minute timeout. Remember, the Cats had that big 9-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 19 from their own 46-yard line. We'll see what they were able to come up with in that. Second down and 19. That'll bring up 3rd down now and 15.
For the Wildcats.
Correction, 3rd down and 20. Yeah, 2nd down and 20. Yeah, I was right the first few times I messed that up. Perkins and company will go to the line here on 2nd down and 20.
What a catch.
Waiting for everybody to get set, and the ref will back out of there and get this thing going. Again, we are in Crowley, Texas, suburb of Fort Worth. Back to pass is Perkins. He's going to step up. Boy, he's going to take a pretty good lick over there. And I guess just shoved out of bounds on there, but it will be a pickup of 5 yards. And that'll bring up the aforementioned 3rd down and 15, though. Cats need something here. It's just minute 52 remain in this one. And they've got to keep Texas Wesleyan off the board, because if you'll remember, Cats got the ball first and went down and scored right away. Perkins now, he's going over the top. Overthrows man. Oh, what a one-handed interception that is. Goodness gracious. Good-looking interception. That is Jaden Jones that comes up with that one, and oh, my. There you see the play action. Goes over, and it's an overthrow from the start. Put too much on that one. But, boy, the one-handed catch. And he comes down, gets a shoulder blade in. Doesn't get any feet in, but doesn't matter when you land in bounds with that shoulder blade. And credit where credit is due. That's a highlight reel play from Jaden Jones. And it'll be first down and 10 now for the Texas West Rams. Goodness gracious. Back to pass now. That one is off to the right side. Complete out to the 19-yard line. That is good to number 7, Paul Summers. Just steps out of bounds, tries to preserve a little clock. It stops at 1:41. So the Cats have really got a hold of it. And look at that catch again on your screen. He comes down inbounds. Has it, and that is an interception. Now back to pass. Oh, to the near side, complete to the 29. Makes a man miss, and will finally be brought down by Amir Franklin Sanders. So off and going here is this Texas Wesleyan team. Passing has been pretty solid from Cole Francis.
That pass completes it. Snyder.
That's a handoff to the near side, out past the 40 to the 44-yard line, and out near midfield with 1:26 and counting in here. Clock goes down under 1:21 when they start things off here. So it's a two-score game right now, 31-21. If you hold them to a field goal attempt, that would do it. Stepping up in the pocket is Francis. That's going to be dropped off incomplete. He wanted Benjamin on that one. 1:16 remains in this one. Going back to that interception that Jones had earlier, and why not? It was a pretty good one. You saw him control the ball throughout. That was Jaden Jones that had that number 1. He is the 5'11", 170-pound redshirt junior. And that pass is dumped off complete to the 35-yard line. Again, they show that replay a couple of times here. We're at the mercy of their feed over here. Minute 3 to go in this one. Handoff goes off to the right side, but the Cats are there at the 28-yard line when he cuts it back inside. And a timeout will be called here. It looks like. Yep, they'll talk about it. We'll be back right after this.
Complete to number 11, Ronnie Schneider. That's good for a Funky Town first. For Texas West.
Back to action now, throwing this one towards the end zone, incomplete. And boy, that was a close one. Cats are going to have some work to do if they hold Texas West out of the end zone here.
Hold on the tackle.
It'll be from the 23-yard line is where Texas West will scrimmage. 3rd down and 7, so an opportunity here if you can get them off the field. That to the near side, and boy, that's a big play. Complete to number 11. That is Ronnie Schneider, and that's going to be 1st down and goal to go. Cats have imploded here in the second quarter, late in the second quarter. A lot of football to go, but going to bring up first and goal situation. Back to pass as Francis dumps it off. It's going to be taken out of bounds. Good job of coming up and making the stop right there. Cats an opportunity to get off the field a moment ago and unable to do so. And now with 37 seconds to go here until halftime, they have got to keep Texas Wesleyan out of the end zone. Motion comes across. Another motion. Francis now will go that way with it, getting out into the corner, and he's going to walk into the end zone. That is a touchdown. Complete to number 5, Terrell Curtis. The 6'1", 180 redshirt junior is good there for the touchdown. And it's been all Texas Wesleyan here in the second half of the second quarter. Still looks like those wide receivers hold just a little bit, but the Hoya PAT is now pending. It is 37-21, 16-point lead. PAT is pending from Hoya, but he's been solid all day. Snap is back, hold is there, kick up, and it is good. You see the scoreboard. It'll go 38-21. 30 seconds remain here in the first half when we come back. We're back here. It has been a flurry of 24 straight points. Remember, the Cats led this thing 21-14 here in the second quarter. That kickoff is coming now, and it's been 2 turnover on downs, and it's been that interception there at the end, and all have added to points. Kickoff from Hoya is up and away. This one is returnable from Brooks. He gets it at the 1-yard line. Is going to make him wait to 15-0. He just gets hammered there. And you get a look at number 30 on special teams, Billy Sanford. And we saw it last night in a lot of football games. Special teams will get you paid. Watch Ashantis come up and take it, and here comes the tackle. And I mean just textbook tackle from Sanford. So 25 seconds remain here in the first half, and these Rams will get the ball back to start the second half also, just as red hot in a ball game as you can be. Cats trail it by 3 scores, 38-21. And what looked like a promising start to this one has just went kind of sideways. Snap back to Perkins. It's a low one. He just has to dump this one off, and it's tapped away. So second down and 10 coming with 20 seconds to go. Coming up at halftime, we'll mute our feed, and there will just be the halftime feed that they bring us. So hang in there on that. There'll be no audio. Perkins rolling around. He just has to dump this one up into the Texas Wesleyan stands. And there you get a look at Perkins, whose things have changed drastically for him here.
On the return, number 82, Marquette Martin. That's the end of the
38-21, 3rd down and 10, just 12 seconds to go. Snap is back to Perkins, and a quick throw over there, but too high, and that's going to bring up 4th down with 9 seconds to go. The Cats will have to punt it away. So he'll punt. The ball will be snapped from the 18-yard line, and Baker will stand back around the 3 where he catches it. And this is where you have to have that catch made. Snap is back. Kick away. And that's a good one. Out to the 39-yard line where it's brought in, spun around, and going to hold him up just a little bit. And the one thing that does is runs out the time on the rest of the clock. So it is halftime here in Crowley, Texas. Cats think that Cats have it, so it's not going to make a difference. We'll be back after this for the second half. Cats in trouble, 38-21. They're going to have to come out and make a stop to start things off in the second half. We'll be back after halftime.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view. And gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
Your property demands equipment with more reliability built in. Kubota equipment. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on!
Seriously? This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
There's a reason why more of your friends and neighbors talk about their cataract surgery at Wallace Eye Associates. They know our tradition of eye excellence spans decades. They also know how committed we are to our local community. If you're ready to have your vision restored through modern cataract surgery, call us to schedule your annual cataract evaluation. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community's spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. .446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view. And gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
Your property demands equipment with more reliability built in. Kubota equipment. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
ugh, come on.
Seriously? This is so extra.
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
There's a reason why more of your friends and neighbors talk about their cataract surgery at Wallace Eye Associates. They know our tradition of eye excellence spans decades. They also know how committed we are to our local community. If you're ready to have your vision restored through modern cataract surgery, call us to schedule your annual cataract evaluation. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Check. Getting ready to set things up here for you, Cats.
Cody Miles on the return for the Rams. Flag on the play.
Checking on things, and it looked like teams were lined up at the wrong end, and that's what we thought it was. And so they'll swap ends of the field and get ready to kick this thing off. Getting ready for second half action. The Cats have got to come out and make a stand defensively. We'll look at some of that. That was a 24-7 second quarter. The Cats actually led that one 21-14 before just a flurry. The Brennan Hawkins 10-yard pass from Bryce Perkins was the first touchdown, and it was good. Mark Benjamin then took one play. They go 2 plays on that. 61 yards was the touchdown pass. E.J. Scott caught a 72-yard pass for a touchdown. Datelin Cunningham had a run, then it was a flurry. It was the Sean Smith touchdown. Cole Francis touchdown run, and that one is kicked off to the 5-yard line. Oh, flag comes in late on that kickoff, so we'll keep an eye on that, see what happens there. Time of possession, we always like to look at that in this game, and it is 18 minutes for LC, 12 for Texas Wesleyan. Just shows that it doesn't mean much, and looks like it is going to be holding. So there you have that. We'll see how inspired and fired up these Cats come in. That'll be half the distance to the goal line, so that's going to put that thing back to the 10-yard line is where it should go. We'll see if they mark it from the spot, though, where it was. Looks like they're setting the sticks around the 12-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 coming up. Again, coaches tell you the first 5 minutes of the second half will kind of give you an indicator of what's going on. So we'll see how the Cats come out. Snap is back there. Boy, that's good pressure up the middle. And look at him eating. Big time work back there by Jaden Washington. Coming up and getting that stop. Let's take another look at Jaden as he gets through the line of scrimmage. Just makes a tremendous play right in there on Benjamin, the running back.
Correction to be half the distance.
So we're getting set back up here now. This is exactly what the Wildcats needed to get this thing going.
3rd and 14 for the Rams.
They'll go to work here from the 9, it looks like, following that loss of a yard. Snap is back. Coming to the near side. That one's going to be complete out to the 21-yard line. Penalty flag is there, though. And it looks like we'll have to wait on that and see what it is. Cats are really the beneficiaries of a couple of penalties right here, and that's going to push Texas Wesleyan back even more. So Cats defense coming out and doing exactly what they need to do here. It's like an ineligible receiver downfield, so that'll make it half the distance and put the ball back to the 4-yard line. So they'll come back here now. Cats have an opportunity to make something big happen back in the end zone, rolling around, going over the top. Incomplete, but pass interference is going to be called, and that's going to come all the way out. And that was tough on Kylan Polk. They ran into each other there, and pass interference is going to be called, so it'll be first down. There you get a look at the replay on it. So unable to take advantage of that. And that'll be first down. They'll show it back on the replay and probably get us back to the feed pretty quick. Saw that mariachi band at halftime. That was interesting. Did a good job, that local high school that's here. So the ball comes out to the 20-yard line. Correction, they'll give them the 19 following the penalty, but it is first down and 10 from the 19. Back to pass once again over the top. That would nearly intercept. Oh, no, Snyder just rips it out of the hands of Polk, who had the interception, but that's just Snyder going up there and getting that one. My goodness, what a play there. Well, as much as we saw Paul Summers in the first half, this third quarter early, that's a big play by Ronnie Snyder. You saw the interception, and he just rips it away from Polk, who had the INT. My goodness. So it'll be first down and 10 out of bounds. He goes. First down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Cats can ill afford to give up anyone. That has been 24 straight points scored in this one.
First and goal in the red zone.
That another, you look at that big pass. Look, I'm telling you, it was there with Polk and taken away by Snyder, and then gives a little shove to Polk before Kylan's able to run him out of bounds. And now Texas Wesleyan marching once again with 12:38 to go here in the third quarter. Back to pass. No, handoff to the left side. Going to be handled there, but a big running lane out to the 23 and another Rams first down. Marching down the other way, and there you get a good look at that. Good play fake. The handoff was there. Good blocking downfield, but finally McHugh comes over to make that tackle. Reigning player of the week here in the Sooner Athletic Conference. Play action here, going over the top. That one is caught again. And it's just been all Texas Wesleyan here the last right, perfectly thrown over the head of Judson Mixon. And it's going to be first down and goal from the 7-yard line. Well, what a series of events here, completely flipping the field. Handoff left side, able to break off and come in and get the tackle. So good job on the left side. That'll bring up third down and goal from
Complete to Cameron Smith inside the 5. Fourth and goal for the Rams.
Third down and goal from the 8. The Cats can hold to a field goal attempt here. That keeps it at a 3-score game. And that's something that you absolutely have to do. Pass incomplete off to the left side. Hey.
It's good.
You get another look at that one. Third down and goal from the 8-yard line. Go the Texas Wesleyan Rams.
Texas Texas Wesleyan scoring drive brought to you by
Snap is back there, looking for man. It is complete. Got to make a tackle and does. That'll bring up 4th down. And the Cats do hold, we think, to a field goal attempt. And look, that's about as good as you can expect or hope for, because you come into this with a 3-score, trailing by 3 scores, and you come out of it, even after having them down deep, still with an opportunity to keep it within 3 scores. So, yes, it was a long drive. Yes, there's a potential for some points, but that's a win for the Cats defensively after what seemed like 4 or 5 big passing plays. Freddie Hoyer on to try this one. He's been money all day. It's up and it's good. So that field goal is good, but well done by the Cats to keep it to just a field goal. We'll see what they're able to do offensively. Can they get it back to a 14-point lead? Can they stop this 27-point onslaught? We'll see when we come back. Tioga's Travis Adams back deep to receive. So good to see that young man back there. He wears number 22. His Tioga Indians won a big one over Wassman.
Pass interception.
Freddie Hoyer is set to put a foot into this one. Actually, that's 27, so it looks like a new kicker. That's Max Luna. And it does go to Adams. Adams has it at the 5, now 15. Cuts inside to the 20. Will bang around to the 23-yard line. And that's where the Cats will have it. So we need some sort of a drive to get going here. Adams a little shaken up, but good to see him. Just a tough, tough ball player is Travis Adams. So Cats did what they wanted to out of that drive, kept it to 3 scores. We'll see what Perkins and this offensive unit can do here in this one. Perkins has 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the near side. Looks like Omar's the lone receiver to this side. Dalen Cunningham in the back with Perkins. Perkins calls for the ball, back to throw. He's rolling to the far side. Oh, that one's going to be picked off. From the 30, that is an INT, and gosh, dog it, that's not what you needed at all. That interception by number 37, Jewett Hill, will have that one. Stepped out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where they'll have it. Wildcats on the cusp of letting Cats on the verge of letting this thing get out of hand, and they can allow nothing on this drive. They've got to dig deep and find a way to get Texas Wesleyan off the field with no points being scored. Texas Wesleyan, the 20th ranked team in NAIA. Louisiana Christian's about number 30 or so. First play is a handoff to the left side. Good job there. And gathered up was Benjamin, so he'll be stopped after a gain of just a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Gave him 2 yards on that one, yeah. So 2nd down and 8. Motion comes from the Rams, back to pass again. That one is dumped off, and it is complete there.
Pass incomplete.
See what they're talking about. Nothing there, as it was the first down completion out to the 11-yard line. First down and 10. Again, Cats can give no points up. You get a look inside at the Cats' interior defense from the end zone cam. Rolling around off to the left side. Stopped there as well. The Cats have to have something magical happen in here to keep it just 3 scores. That INT earlier was not what you needed. But if there is something special in the bag for the Wildcats tonight, they need to come up with it right here on 3rd down.
On to attempt the
Back to pass now. Here comes pressure. That was 2nd down, knocked away, so good job defensively. So just 2nd down. We'll see now if the Cats have a little on 3rd down. That was the first one that they needed. Now you've got to find a way to get a little piece of magic.
Offside.
And so 3rd down and 9 to go. Cats need something here. That ball's bobbled around. They may have something there. Rolling in, it's going to fall dead around the 27-yard line. Boy, it would have been nice to see the Cats jump on that, but you'll take that being pushed back. It'll be 4th down and long. So that does force the field goal attempt here from the 32. That'll be a 42-yard attempt here on 4th and 24. And offsides, boy, that was easy to call. They hopped right over the line, so that's going to give them 5, make it 37 yards. And remember, it was 4th down and 24. Cats are trying to get something, but they've got it in now to 5 yards closer. What started as a 42-yard attempt is now a 37-yard attempt. And the Cats jumped off sides there on 4th down. So again, that moves it up 5. Second down they go, and that one's blocked, but it's offsides on the side. So it'll be back-to-back offsides penalties. What started as a 42 is now a 32-yard field goal attempt. Following that, you see McHugh falls on it, but offsides is going to be the call. There you saw it, offsides, back-to-back offsides penalties. So now we'll try it. 2 straight offsides. Thank goodness it was 4th and 24. So the Wildcats trying to defend now this one that is a 32-yard attempt. 3 straight offsides now. That's tough. It's going to make what was a 42-yard attempt is now going to be a 27-yard attempt. And again, it was three straight offsides penalties from the middle of the field, and they've made a change there in the middle of the defense. What was a 42-yard attempt is now a 27-yard attempt, and he was pretty good. Hoyer was from 42. I think this is no more than a chip shot. Finally not offsides. That one is up, but a penalty flag on the field. This one looks like a little extracurricular, though, and I'm just afraid that Jaden Washington might get flagged here for a penalty. Little extracurricular afterwards. We'll have to look at it and see how it develops, but that's kind of what we saw up here. Dead ball, and we don't have access to the microphone there, but I hear it in here, and that was number 50. We were right about that. It was Jaden Washington. 44-21. That's a 23-point lead. So the good news is still a 3-score lead, with the 2-point conversion. So 8, 16, 24. Trying to find that bit of the way that these Cats are going to come back and win this game. So they've kept it following the interception too. Just a couple of field goals here in the second half. And I'm trying to get these Cats back in it here. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion will get it a little bit closer. And I believe it. Somewhere in Catland, somebody cheer for that. Just need something positive to happen here. That is kind of a chip shot kick. It's going to be fair caught at the 15, and that's very alert play over to the near side.
Correction, number 13.
That is
First and 10 for Louisiana Christian University.
So the PA announcer here calls it Louisiana. Louisiana, he says on it. So we'll see. We're going to step away and take a quick commercial. We'll be right back right after this. So the Cats will have it first down and 10. 6:15 to go. And have to have something special.
Ball short. Offense.
So the Cats on the end of that drive just got pretty sloppy. Handoff goes up the middle, no real gain for Datelin. Actually, I think maybe just a yard. Pulling that one in, it is complete to Cervoni.
And a first down for the Wildcats.
So the Cats working quickly again. Just need something special to happen. There you get a look at Cervoni. And from the 25-yard line, there's a false start. And it just seems that the Wildcats can't get anything going. So we said on that, what was it, second and third and goal, that we needed something special to happen. They got that fumble back there that pushed them back, then that really saved a touchdown. But now another flag, and that's a false start. So we'll see what they're able to do. That's Willie the Ram you see on your screen right there. Willie the Ram. Back to pass. Perkins rolling to the far side again. He's going to find Cervoni again, and that is complete for a Wildcat first down. So good work there by Colin Cervoni, the freshman out of Largo, Florida. Cats go tempo. Again, got to have something big right here, Cats. From the 36-yard line they go. Keep the drives alive. Hand off to Datelin Cunningham off to the right side. Datelin makes a man miss. He's to the 50 now. Look at Datelin go. 35-30 now, breaking in. Got one man, may catch him. Datelin's going to dive for the end zone. Let's see the signal. Touchdown. It is up and good. 65-yard touchdown run for Datelin Cunningham. And, all right, we'll take the specialness out of that. Cats just have to continue doing stuff like this. Look at Datelin just dive forward. Boy, upon review, it might have been shy, but you can't stop it from that.
And be sure and visit ramsports.com.
That was just amazing. Hilborn adds the extra point. It's up and it's good. And we'll be back right after this. Cats get closer, 44-28. We're back here, and there was a 15-yard penalty assessed to the Wildcats' Kennison Jefferson for unsportsmanlike conduct following the play. And so that will push the Wildcats back to the 20-yard line here. Boy, that run from Datelin Cunningham was special. You're seeing it on your screen again. Big-time work from Datelin. Cats will end up kicking off from the 20-yard line, though. So again, a little bit of special. That cuts off the flurry of points. Remember, the Cats had led. But the good news, so that's back. You remember it was 21-14. That stops a 30-point run. The good news, the Cats are on a 7-0 run. There is a kickback to the 13-yard line. Good block off to the right side, but he picks up and makes the tackle. That's Mason Hebert, who was knocked down but got right back up and made the stop. And so good special teams work there by Mason Hebert. And that will have Texas Wesleyan off and going left to right.
Mark Benjamin on the carry. 6-yard gain for the Rams.
Night starting to make its way in here. You see some of the shadows creeping in. Load up when this one's over and head back to Central Louisiana. But a lot of football to go in this one. 5-minute mark. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Back to pass here. Going up over the top, and it's incomplete.
Number 9. That's good for a first down.
So second down now and 10, 4:54. Not much time off the clock on that incompletion. And again, I'll keep calling for it if it keeps helping, but we need something special to happen here. Let the Cats get back in it. Just trail this one by 2 scores. 2nd down and 10. Handoff off the left side. Slips out of a tackle. Is going to be down after a pickup of 7, though. This Cat defense is starting to get back their little mojo that they started with and played well with into that second quarter. Cats may have righted the ship a little bit on it. 3rd down and 3. Need a stop here to get them off the field. Back to pass is Francis. Oh, he'll just keep it, and he'll go and fall forward for a 1st down out to the 45-yard line. And so that great defense by Jordan Oglesby, but tripped up, falls forward for the 1st down, and that's going to bring up 1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line. So 1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Francis with the handoff right tackle. And good job by that defense.
To number 80, Sean Smith. And another Texas 1st down.
That will bring up 2nd down and 10 now. So good work by the Cats defense. They've got to really kind of shut it down here towards the middle of the field. Go back and get maybe some of that midfield magic that Texas Wesleyan had back in the second quarter there. Back to pass is Francis once again. That one is no good. And boy, Francis got hammered on that play. Good work you see on your screen there. Brandon Johnson, the second. So, boy, Francis is such a competitor. Been able to complete the plays that he needed to. And it's 3rd down and 10 following that one. Cats have got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop. Motion goes to the far side. Snap is back. Here comes pressure up the middle, and Francis is hit again, but gets the completion here. Boy, Francis knows how to go in there and take a hit and get that ball out of there. That one is complete for another 1st down. Give him, looks like 15. And he stayed right in there and watching Jordan Oglesby come right at him. But it is 1st down and 10 now from the 44-yard line. Clock down to 2:24. Still a lot of football in this one. Nothing really. You don't have to get in to hurry up, but you got to get a stop right here. Handoff comes to the near side, and there's once again good pressure. Wow, big time work in the backfield.
Intended for Smith.
Just tremendous work. Jamarian Jackson out of West Feliciana has been a force in this game. He has done some pretty solid work along that defensive line. 2nd down and 12. Back to pass now. There's Francis. That one is complete. Got to get a tackle shy of the line, and they do. That's Nate Sullivan that's over there. And finishing him off is David Voorhees III. Cats have had a lot of opportunities to get off the field. Haven't been able to do it thus far. See what they're able to do here with 1 minute even remaining.
Delay of game.
Back to pass and kind of short arms that one, jumping into the passing lane. Tremendous work there defensively. Brandon Johnson II jumps in and does it. So that'll bring up 4th down now. That's going to force we think, a punting opportunity out of them. Surely they will. Cats need some magic, we told you. Something's got to happen in this ball game to turn it around. We started talking that and willing that on this game back in, I guess, the last drive.
For the Wildcats into Rams territory.
Coming on, play clock
Get ready, Rams fans. This week, Texas
running down, and that looks like a penalty is going to be called. Delay a game is the only thing it can be. Is there some Wildcat magic left in this thing here as we wind down the third quarter? They were on the ropes down 30, scored the touchdown. What kind of magic is available in this? Look, y'all can say what you want. I'm going to keep calling for the magic until we get some magic happening in this. It goes all the way back to that field goal that was forced on it. And they're set to punt this one away. Cats down 16 as the third quarter's winding away. Snap is back, kind of holding around. That's strange. Boy, the punt is shanked off the side of his foot. McHugh's got it. McHugh's going down the sideline with it to the 50, now 40. Trace McHugh inside the 30, 25, inside the 20. And there's a little taste of that magic. We'll see if the Cats can pay it off here. Goodness gracious. Boy, that's what you needed, isn't it? Need all you out there that are watching this to believe in it with us. We're going to get the Cats back in this thing together. You're seeing it on your screen again, that punt that just went off the side of the foot. And McHugh scoops it up right there around the 45. Watch it from the backside of it. He just waits around for it. And then right off the side of the foot it goes. So that may be that little bit of magic that we were talking about. Cats will have it first down inside the red zone.
Big hit and fumble.
Handoff off to the left side. That is Datelin Cunningham. He's going to lose a yard on the play. Cats now have to find a way to finish this thing off as the third is winding down. Cats will try to get another play going towards the scoreboard with it. Snap is back from Perkins. He's going to the end zone for EJ. EJ spun around, just out of the reach. And you get a look at EJ Scott there, and man, he needed to have that one. Cats have to keep it here. If they can get this off, perhaps get a field goal out of this and make it where they're not having to go for two twice on touchdowns. You'd like the touchdown here, but at worst case, you want to get this thing to 31 to 44. That'll give you not having to go for two twice on the play. Perkins now surveys things. Snaps back. Oh, he's getting blindside pressure. Look out. That ball is out on the ground. Oh, goodness. Final play of the third quarter is going to result in a turnover. Fourth quarter, when we come back, we'll be back right after this. Goodness gracious. We're back here, and we'll start things off in what it was a disastrous end to the third quarter there. And it switched ends, but one of the officials was at the wrong end. Yeah, you're seeing the fumble again that's on there, and that just tragic. Defense, Cats defense has got to get after it. First down at 10. Boy, they have been so solid defensively in this late third and early fourth quarter. What does that Cats defense have left? First down at 10 upcoming. They're teaching them how to Dougie here in the stands in between the third and the fourth quarter. A little swag surfing and all of that. Fun at the ball game, but we've got to finish this thing off, Cats, and climb back in it. They trail it by 16. We'll see what the Wildcats have defensively on first down and 10. The ball rests in between the 30 and the 31-yard line. First down and 10 is where they will have it, and that was following the fumble on third down. And so not only did you not get points out of it, you set them up at the 31-yard line. First down and 10 they go, and they did it again, had to switch ends again. It's twice this game. Saw that on the kickoff to start the second half. Snap is back. Here comes pressure up the middle. There's that Cat defense. Good work there by Jackson up the middle, and a little help from Judson Mixon as well. Cats defense is just trying to will this thing back together, and had such beautiful positions set up, and then the fumble on the play. But that's in the Kenneth Jefferson says in our best play, yeah, that is absolutely right. That pass going over the top and incomplete there. Good pressure up the middle. So third down and 14 coming up. Cats defense rising to the occasion. Need a third down stop, and maybe we can get another one of those shank punts. That would be nice.
At the 14-yard line by number 4, Jaden Fisher.
Third down and 14 now. It has been big work for this Texas Wesleyan team on third down. Cats need to do something. Over the top it goes, and incomplete. Boy, beautiful coverage out on the flat by Brandon Johnson II. Pass was intended for number 19. That's going to fall incomplete, headed towards Jacody Miles. And the Cats do bring up a fourth down. Boy, wouldn't we like another shank right here. Set to punt, and surely I'll do my best, announcer Jinx. Surely he can't do this again. Tyler Stramella back to punt.
Touchdown.
Boy, completely the other way, and that is just a rocket over the head of Walden. It's going to check up around the 13-yard line. So you went from a shank to that. So the Cats will be set up from inside their own 15-yard line. The ball will rest around the 14. Cats defense has done the trick. The offense that was moving flawlessly in that first quarter has done some things, but that offense has got to do something here and do this and pay that defense off. Boy, the defense has been solid here in the second half. Handoff to Datelin. He runs into his own man on the line, but still carries forward. So that's about an 8-yard gain out to the 13. It should be second down and 1. Come on, Wildcat fans, let me hear you. The defense is doing it, and you're right. The offense has got to step up and do their thing. There's a pass in the flat. Oh, my goodness. It is picked off in the flat by Jaden Jones, and he is going to walk into the end zone, more like strut into the end zone. That is a pick six thrown by Bryce Perkins, and absolutely not what the Cats needed. Oh, goodness. You're seeing the replay, and I mean, just not on the same page. And it looked like that was the out, and then I don't think the wide out was there. And Jaden Jones, probably the easiest touchdown that he will have in his life. Goodness gracious. Extra point is up, and it's good. 51-28 when we come back. Back to action here, and boy, that's they'll look at it one more time, as they like to do. This is that pick six from a minute ago. He throws it over, and Jaden Jones walks into the end zone. No, he was dancing into the end zone, and that's just a tough way to go in this one. 51-28. And set to kick off here. Cats are going to have to continue to do it. The offense has got to do some work, down 23 in this one. Kickoff is away, and it's back, and it's going to be in the end zone for a touchback. Tough day over here in Crowd. Look, I'm not one to jump off the ship in this one. I've seen the Cats strike. They've got 13:31 remaining in here, and why not LC and why not tonight? They trail by 23 in this game. Perkins and company back out there, ready to go to work. Snap is there. Handoff to Datelin up the middle. He spun around at the 25, may to the 26, may have a gain of a yard. But it's been tough going. 51-28, 13-14 remaining. You see it on the clock down there. That is our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Bryce Perkins back to pass. He's going to come in, and he was tripped by I don't think it was an intentional, but he looked like he was tripped by that interior lineman. And that'll be a big break for the Wildcats, because that'll be 15 yards added to the end of the run. Let's see. It is a personal foul, and tripping is called, and that's what we saw on the interior line as well. So let's go Cats. I will agree, they play that replay a lot up here. We'll be back home next week and have a little better control of the replays on there. From the 41-yard line, Perkins calls for it. Handoff is to Datelin off the left side. He's going to get 5 yards on that. So a pretty good run. A little bit of shoving around on there by 43 right on the camera. And well, look at the work by 99 to just jump in there and say, hey, we don't need to do that. And that's very good leadership out of number 99, Ryan Seymour. Ryan Seymour, the freshman. Back to the field we go following the injury. There was a injured Ram on the field. And we will see the Cats go to work here. 2nd down and 5. Pass is complete, but it turns them back into the... And Omar is going to lose a yard after the catch on that. All right, this will bring 3rd down and 6 to go in this one. Snap is back. Perkins on the toss out to Datelin. Datelin's going to have a shot at it. Datelin getting to the corner, and they're going to say he's out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Looked like he got out, so that's going to be a yard shy. It'll be 4th down and a yard for the Wildcats. Boy, I wish he would have dove forward a little bit, but he's on the far side of the field. So we will see here on 4th down and a yard. Cats have already turned it over twice on there. There's a handoff to Cunningham, and he's not going to have it. That'll be the 3rd midfield turnover on downs for the Wildcats. And it'll be 1st down and 10 from midfield for the Rams of Texas Wesleyan. And my. We'll be back. So we're back here, 1st down and 10 from midfield for the number 20th ranked Texas Wesleyan Rams. Winner of this game goes to 4-0 in conference play. Loser will get their first loss. Snap is back, play action. Oh, goodness, they're going over the top of this one, too. Got a man wide open, but overshoots him by about 5 yards, thank goodness. So, good play on the overthrow there. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now. Second down now and 10. This Wildcats defense has been out there a lot today. Snap is back. There's a handoff off to the left side, following some blockers, but good work by the Cats. That's going to bring up now 3rd down and 9. So maybe just a yard is all that he got out of it. Appreciate those folks that have commenting along the way too. Yeah, it's a frustrating ball game tonight. 3rd down and 9 from the 49-yard line of the Wildcats. Line to gain is the 40, back to pass. Now is Francis. It's complete to the 35-yard line, and that's going to be a 1st down.
First down.
A funky town 1st down, they call it here in the public address arena. You look at it again, and he just, that's been there most of the night. $23-point lead for Texas Wesleyan. Handoff left side is going to go down to the 31-yard line, so a 4-yard pickup there.
On the carry for the Rams.
Ashton Mitchell Johnson in there at running back. That is number 34, Ashton Mitchell Johnson. It's the 3rd running back in there tonight, so getting this young man a little bit of work. He is the redshirt junior out of Melissa, Texas. Back to throw. That one is complete out to the 22-yard line and a 1st down. Melissa High School, you know, is the home of the number 1 in the country ranked softball team. So maybe you don't. Francis.
Defense, number 7.
Get a good look at that pass again, and that one is complete. That one was complete that time to the tight end, number 84, Parker Gleaton. That's the 2nd big play that Gleaton has had today. 1st down and 10 from the 22-yard line. Handoff to the right side again, and again, the Cats play the run well. It's not been the run, it's been the passing game of Cole Francis that has taken care of a lot of things tonight. I'm trying to get some stats on him if we can do that. He has thrown for 452 yards tonight against the Cats defense. 2nd down and 11.
Number 44, Judson Nixon on the tackle.
Snap is back there. Play action, looking to the end zone again. And a flag comes in at the end of the play, and they're going to whistle, I guess, holding or pass interference. That's going to be holding against Brandon Johnson II, and I just think they took a good play away from Brandon that time. Texas Wesleyan has 526 total yards to the Wildcats, 354. But it's been turnovers that have done things. Three interceptions for 35 yards. One of them was that 25-yard pick six. 2nd down and 11 from the 13, so they can get the line to gain is the 2. Snap is back. Handoff goes off to the right side. And not going to be much of a gain. Again, the Cats have held in there. We were told you that there was an 18 to 12 minute time of possession. They had the ball 12 minutes. They've had it for 14 minutes here in the second half alone. 6:49 remaining in this one. Cats have only had it 4 minutes in the second half. 4 minutes. 2nd down and 6 to go from the 9-yard line. Handoff there, and there's that Cat defense up the middle, stopping the run, doing great work there. An opportunity here to potentially force a field goal, but still you are, if field goals made, that puts you over a 3-score lead, but time not a friend of the Wildcats in this one. They trail it by 23 with 6:45 remaining in this one.
4-yard attempt.
Play action there, and that one is thrown high, and that will be 4th down. That'll bring up a Another field goal attempt, but Freddie Hoya is 2 for 2 from field goals, so he'll come in and try what is working out to be kind of a chip shot for him. 3 interceptions today thrown by the Wildcats. And they'll try this one. This will officially be a 30-yard field goal. And if this is made, that'll push it to 4 score, and that will practically take care of the ball game tonight. You get a good look in at Hoya, and the way the Cats are pointing, it looks like that's going to be false start. It'll back them up 5 yards. What would have been 30 will now be 35, we believe. You remember the Cats had that series of offsides on that one earlier.
34-yard field goal, money in the bank. Brought to you by NBT Financial. NBT Financial. Think global, bank local.
Hi, my name is Patty. I'm a wellness coach here at ICRIO.
So they'll try this one now from 34. So it was on the 20 earlier. Now it's just on the 4. So 34-yarder.
Our mission here at ICRIO is impacting the lives of our patients and team members through excellence. Our goal is to inspire people to live longer, stronger, and healthier. You can find us at
Snap is back, kick is up, and it sneaks in, and it is good. 54-28, 26-point lead for the Wildcats. 6:42 to go in this one. We'll be right back. Setting to kick this one off following that 34-yard field goal. Don't forget there's a new button if you're watching this one. It is the join button down there. You can join the community here, and basically all that does is partner with us monthly, a couple of dollars, $3 a month to help what we are doing. And you be first in line for any of that. And let me tell you, Cats, that's Walden back in the end zone that'll take the touchback.
Timeout, Texas Wesleyan.
And you're welcome to click that or not. Doesn't matter. Again, we don't charge anything for what we do, but if you're grateful for what we do and would like to support our future endeavors, you're welcome to hit that join button, and it'll take you around the rest of the way. And there are some extra things that we have that we give to our community members there. So getting ready to do this with 6:41. Cats come out on offense. Snap is there, handoff up the middle, going to go nowhere. A little bit of late pushing and shoving on there. And that'll bring up second down. So, oh my boy! You see a player that is down on the field. He's got a cramp, supposedly it appears, but as soon as they realized there were too many men on the field, one of them starts running off. Knew the Cats were going to snap the ball, and he goes down to the ground there. We'll see it when we come back. So we're back to action. So the point that we're making before they cut away to commercial on here was they realized there were too many men on the field. So the player flops down and says he has a cramp, and that allows the players to get a timeout. That one thrown incomplete. That was something else. That was smart football, don't get me wrong, but boy, that saved a 5-yard penalty on what because the Wildcats would have snapped the football and there would have been 12 men on the field. Thank you, Morgan. We appreciate you, and she's been our number one commenter all season long. We appreciate that. Yes, and our defense. 3rd down and 9 we go. Cats. And another false start. This thing has just gotten as sloppy as I don't know. At a loss for words as to how messy this thing has gotten here. A lot of penalties along the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your under the direction of head coach
Perkins and company back on at 3rd down and 14. Play action. Has to go. And no, he's got to take that down because it was covered. He's rolling now to the near side. Just going to have to tuck this and run. And he's down at the 25-yard line. And that young man, number 99, Ryan Seymour, has been solid. He is a 6'3", 215-pound freshman that is doing big things here on this team. That'll bring up 4th down, and the Cats are on to punt. Gets the punt away, and it is going to bounce around at the, looks like the 39, 38. And that is where Texas Wesleyan will take over here with a little over 5 minutes to go. 5:13 remaining in this. And they'll stop. Certainly want to thank all of you for watching this one. We appreciate you spending your Saturday afternoons with us. Cats look like they're going to drop to 2-1 in Sooner Athletic Conference play. They will be back in action next Saturday. That is homecoming, I believe it is. So you want to make sure that you're out there for that one. Kickoff in that game is 2 p.m., I believe. Check your Wildcat scheduling. They'll tell you that. 5:13 remains in this one. Snap is back, handoff to the left side. Going to be brought down. The clock will continue to run there. And if you are Texas Wesleyan, you want to just keep doing what you're doing to keep the clock running.
tackle by number 10,
Christian Doyle now checking in and is in there. 4:46 to go here in this one. See what I did there. It has started out to be a tremendous game and turned out to be a great game for Texas Wesleyan. The defense of the Wildcats really solid in the second half. I don't think they were in the first half, but they got their backs against the wall here in the second half of this one. Game was 21-14 at one point. That's a 40-7 run from about the second quarter on in here. And looks like a timeout on the field. We'll step away with them. Officials timeout for an injury. There's a cat that is down, and that looks to be David Voorhees III. They'll come out and tend to him. saw the play again, and it was Voorhees that had been hit on a block. He was following along to the far side, and kind of an illegal block, not an illegal block, but a blind side type of a block was made there, and that's what's caused Voorhees to go down there. So I'll take a timeout. We'll take it with him. Back in we go. There's to the near side and complete. Going to be shy of the first down by about a yard, it looks like.
When the Rams return to the Crowley ISD multi-purpose stadium against Langston University.
Cole Francis has just been solid today, near 500 passing yards against that Wildcats defense. And a little bit of a tush push there, or whatever they'll call it, on third down. And I don't think he's got it. I think that's going to be fourth down.
ISD and Texas Wesleyan administrators would like to remind you, no fans or participants on the field of play after the game. Once again, no fans are allowed on the field of play after the game.
They'll call a timeout here to take a look at it. Nope, they're saying it's a 2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout. We'll be back for the final 2 minutes right after this. And we are back here for the final 2 minutes of play. It's a good day, I think, from up here. We only had to put one person, we only had to ban one person from action in this one. And see if Texas Wesleyan runs out the final couple of minutes in this one. 54-28, they lead it, and flexing their muscle as the 20th ranked team in the NAIA, and the Wildcats are going to go back to Pineville with a tough loss in this one, in a game that they were in back in the first quarter, into the second quarter as well.
Touchdown, Rams.
We'll see if the Rams here just try to run this clock out. Ball rests at the 40-yard line where it's 1st and 10, just outside the 40, I guess, is where it's at. Francis has went the distance on there. There's a play action. No, they're looking to pass, and they got a man out of the backfield. You got to be kidding me. To the 20-10, brought down, we think, down to the 1-yard line. And my goodness, so much for running the clock out and getting out of here at 54-28. That makes it 60-28. My goodness. Going to be a long Going to be a long bus ride home. Kylan Polk was able to pull him down just before getting to the end zone, but that was a big catch and run by Darren White. Another one of those big, big players, 6'1", 210 at tight end. Snap is back. Handoff is there, and into the end zone he goes. So, yeah, that will officially wrap things up. Minute 23 remaining in this one now.
Number 34, Ashton Mitchell Johnson. The PAT is good. All scoring drives for the Rams brought to you by N.
You're seeing the instant replay on it there, and just into the end zone he goes for the touchdown.
Texas Wesleyan University.
On for the PAT is Freddie Hoya, Joya, redshirt sophomore. So you'll see a lot. This is a very young lineup that we're seeing. Got some older guys mixed in, but oh my. Big shout out to Queen M41. She's been watching Gator all game and being right along there with us. Kenneth Jefferson says hello. We will see you guys for homecoming next week. Come by the booth and say hi to us if you're back in Pineville and you come around. We're down on the left end as you're looking around. So find us out there and say hi to us. We'd love to visit with you a little bit before game or at halftime or something of homecoming. Thank you guys for watching this one. But it's 61-28, and look, you're true fans because you guys have stayed there till the very end of it, no doubt about that. And Mariachi Band is firing up here. They played at halftime of this game. We'll be back for the kickoff. Back for the kickoff of the final minute 15, final 75 seconds on here. Congratulations on a big game to Texas Wesleyan. They're going to come out of here getting set is Hoya for the kickoff.
For the Wildcats, number 34, James Owens on the carry. Tackle by Ryan Seymour.
Foot is put into that one, and a couple of yards deep, but Walden will bring it out of there. He's to the 5, now 10. Spun around at the 15, and we'll go down at the 18-yard line.
Owens on the carry.
Final minute 15 of these, or as Trip Lee said, the final 116. All I need is 116. You guys remember that one? That was a few years ago. Christian Rapport as Trip Lee had that one.
Owens on the carry, tackle by Nick Williams. First down for Louisiana Christian.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Wildcats. From the 18-yard line. Final 116. Some members of the Texas Wesleyan Ram Band. Handoff goes up the middle. That looks like that's Tyrese Mosby that is in there. So, no, correction, I take that back. That is not Mosby. Mosby's 24. That's number 34, James Owens. We saw him run at the end of the game as well. Off to the left side. Cat's going a little bit of tempo. Thank you, Morgan. Safe travels, she says, and see you the rest next Saturday. Yep, Sure will. We'll be back there next Saturday calling for that one. And off to the left side, well, and there's a big stop on Owens. 47 seconds, just winding out the final minute of this one here. No post-game show tonight. We'll get out of here as soon as this one is over. Handoff off to the right side, and the final 34 and 33 will tick down. We'll see if the Cats choose to run another play, or if they just want to leave it alone here and get back on the bus. I think that probably would be the better thing to do. 19 and 18 and 17. And Perkins is walking off the sideline. So I'll bring his Cats back to final 11 and 10, and that'll do it here. Guys, we appreciate you watching this one tonight. It has been a tough ball game for the Wildcats. They'll drop to 4 and 3 overall, and they will go to, there you see that Fort Worth, Dallas Sky that is out there. 61-28 is your final. It's been a pleasure bringing it to you. We're going to get on the bus and head home. Congratulations to number 20 ranked Texas Wesleyan. They win this one, move to 3-0 in conference play. We'll see you next Saturday back on the hill in Pineville. For all of those involved in this one, I am Doug Gann. God bless you all and good night.